everyone. So this is Mansi from Java Techies. Today I have got around 14 to 15 questions based on Stream for all of you based on the current demand for Java 8 and Stream API in interviews. Like most of the people ask some questions related to streams and ask you to write code snippets. So this is not a theoretical session. We will be just going on with a few questions that will be with the code. So let's just start. So here I have created a list of employee, which is employee list. If you see the employee class, so my employee has an ID, which is integer. It has a name. It has integer age. It has gender. It has department to which it is belonging and year of joining, along with the salary that is in double. So these are the things that I have as a part of employee. Just to be pretty just to be on the safe side, so I have added a lot of details you can see here to my employee list. So these are all hard coded details over here. So we'll go for the questions one by one, starting from easier ones to the difficult ones, and I'll show you the solution as well as I'll run the code. So the first one is how many male and female employees are there in the organization. So this is the data. This employee list is basically having all the data for an organization, having a list of employees where this is the gender. You can see here this particular thing is the gender. So there are male and females. So the code that I have written for it, I'll just go through this method. Yeah. So I need to actually find out how many male employees are there and how many female employees are there, just the count of both of those. So I have used here on the employee list, I have used the stream, and then I have done a collect, which is a terminal operator. I'm using the collect method, and then I'm using the grouping by. So I'm using grouping by, and I'm doing grouping by get gender, because I need to group the genders of the female and male employees, and I don't need any details who are the female and who are the male. I just need the counting. So I'm using the counting method over here, which is there in collectors. So using this, I can simply get the count of female and female employees. Let's just run this. So you can see there are 11 male employees and 6 female employees. Now let's go to the second question. Yeah. So you can see print the name of all the departments in the organization. So let's go. So here we just simply want to print the distinct departments that are there in the organization. So I've taken again the list and I've used stream over it and using the map method now. So if I use the map method from the employee through method reference, I can use the get department, and I can get all these departments and using the distinct method. So it will provide me distinct, that is unique, the unique names of department, and then using for each and simply printing them out. Let's just run this. Yeah, so here you can see, let me just scroll it. Yeah, so here you can see these are the list of all the distinct departments. There is no repetition amongst them. And you can see here I got all the list of distinct departments for the organization. Now let's move on to the next one. So the third one is what is the average age of male and female employees? So in order to find the average age of male and female employees, this is the below code snippet. So again, I'm taking the list and using stream. Now I'm doing a collect, and I'm again using grouping by gender. And if you remember in the last one, we had to get the counting of male and female employees. Now we want the average age. So here we were using collectors dot counting. Now we are using averaging int. So then since this is an integer, we are using average int. Averaging int. If this is a double, you can use averaging double and other methods like that. And I'm simply providing the age of every employee for that. So this will give me the average age. If I run it, let me just show you the output. So you can see average age of male employees is this, and female employees is this. So here we have just simply grouped by the gender, and then we are using the averaging int method to find the average age. Now the next one is get the details of highest paid employees in the organization. Meaning to say we need to get the details of the employees in the organization who have the highest pay scale, that is the maximum number of salary. So again I use the collect, and then there is a method max by. So inside the max by you can see that you have to provide the comparator. So I'm using the max by, and in the comparator, since the salary is in double, so I'm using comparing double. If it is integer or something like that, you can use the equivalent for it, like comparing integer or things like that. So you can see, so I'm using inside the collect, I'm using max by, and inside that I'm providing the comparator which compares the salary. So let's just run this one. So here you can see for the fourth one, the maximum salary of this employee is actually the maximum salary. Let me just show you. Okay. Here we can see this is the salary column, and I think this is the one we got as a result. So his salary you can compare among with the rest of the one is maximum, that is 35,700, because of which we got his name as the output. Now moving on to the next question, which is the fifth question. So get the names of all the employees who have joined after 2015. So there are some questions that people usually ask to get the name of all the employees who have joined after this particular year, or some other query, similar kind of query. So here we are going to use filter, because we need to perform some kind of filtration for the employees who have joining date that is after 2015. So you can see inside the filter I have done a e dot get year of joining, which was a part of my. I was saving year of joining as well. Whoever has a year of joining greater than 2015, I am simply after the filter I am mapping it using the map method with the name. So I'm just mapping the name of the employee, and then using the for each I'm just printing it out. Let's just run it. Yes, so you can see these are the name of the employees who have joined after 2015. Now let's move on to the next question. That is the question number 6. Count the number of employees in each department. So again, we need a counting of number of employees of the each of the department. So again, you can see we are using similar kind of logic that we used for counting of male and female employees. So you can see inside the collect, we are again using group by. Now this time we are grouping by the department, because we need the count of employees per department. So I am doing a get department, and again I am using collectors dot counting to count that thing. This is returning me a map. So I am simply printing the keys and values over here. Let's just run this. So you can see this is the number, this is the name of the department and the count that we have for the number of employees that are there in each department. Now moving on to the next question. What is the average salary of each department? So now we need to find the average salary of each department. So you can see over here, we are again using grouping by, because we need to find the average salary per of each department. So we will have to group by the department, and then there is an averaging double method that we can use. So earlier on we were using collectors dot counting and things like that. So there is collectors dot averaging double as well, which finds the average of double data type. So since get salary is double, so we are using averaging double over here. So it will give me the list of, sorry, the average salary of each of the department. Let's just run this. So you can see I am getting the name of the department along with average salary. Here I am printing the key and into key and value pairs. So this is key is the name of the department and value is the average salary of each of the department. Now moving on to the next question. So get the details of youngest male employee in the department. That is the person who has least age, minimum age you can say. So we are using the filter over here, and inside the filter basically we have to find out, we have to actually find out the employee of product development department and he should be a male. These are the two conditions that we need to put forward. So inside the filter you can see I am checking if the get gender is male and the get department is product development, then only I am finding the minimum, and inside the minimum method you have to again provide the comparator. So I've used comparator dot comparing int. Since my age is integer, that is why I'm using comparing int over here, and then I'm providing it the age and simply printing this out. So here you can see. So he is the youngest employee, Nitin Joshi. Along with this ID, I have printed his details. You can also, if you want, print other details as well. Now moving on to the next question. Who was the most who has the most working experience in the organization? The code I have written for this. So we need to find a person who has the maximum work experience. So here you can see I have again used the sorted method over here to sort the entire list based on the year of joining. So you can see I have used the sorted method. Inside the sorted I have provided the comparator again using the comparing int for the year of joining. So the person, so this entire list will be now sorted based on the year of joining of a particular person. So the one who has joined first will have the maximum amount of work experience. So I have just done the find first to get that the details of that particular employee, and then I'm simply, so it returns an optional of employee. I'm doing an optional dot get and then simply getting all the details of that particular employee. Let's just run this piece of code. So you can see here I have got the details of Manu Sharma, who has the highest work experience in the organization. Now let's move on to the next question. Next is, how many male and female employees are there in sales and marketing team? Again, there is a filter that I want. I want the details for only sales and marketing department. So you can see inside the filter I have put a check if my department is equal to sales and marketing, then only I am grouping by gender and finding out how many people are there, how many female employees are there in this particular department, sorry, male and female both. So since here we are putting a check on sales and marketing department, and then we are grouping by gender and simply using the counting to find out the count. So you can see inside the sales and marketing department there is one female candidate and two male candidates. Now let's move on to the next question. What is the average salary of male and female employees? So in order to find the average, again we are using in the list we are using the stream, and then we are using the collect terminal operation, into which we are grouping it by gender because we want the average of male and female employees. So we are grouping it by gender, and then we are using averaging double on salary to get the salary, average salary of male and female employees. Let's just run this one. So here you can see we got the average salary for the male and female employees of the organization. Now let's move on to the next one. Yeah. List down the names of all the employees in each department. So now we have to filter based on each department. We have to actually find the list of employees for every department. So here simply we are using the collect operation, and then we are doing a grouping by department. Using this we will get all the details, and then simply printing it out. Let me just run it. So here you can see I got the output. So here, okay. So here you can see in the product development department, these are the list of employees. In the security and transport, these are the list of employees. Sales and marketing, infrastructure, HR, and account and finance. So you can see I'm getting the list of employees for each of the department. Now let's move on to the next question. So what is the average salary and total salary of the whole organization? So you can see again we are using the collect operation, and then we are using the summarizing double and providing the salary into it. If in this method it actually returns double summary statistics. So what is this? This actually maintains all the statistics of a particular, you can say, object. So it using this we can actually get the average and sum out of it, out of this particular reference. And yeah, let's just run this one. You can see here we got the average and total salary. So this is because of this double summary statistics, which gives us the average and total sum. Now let's move on to the next question. So, okay. Separate the employees who are younger or equal to 25 years from those who are older than. So there is a bar of 25 years. We have to get the list of employees who are 25 years or below 25 years, and another list which who are above 25 years. So for this we will be using the partitioning by. So this does it actually partitions based on condition. So you can see inside the collect I am using this partitioning by, and I have provided age barrier as greater than 25. So this will create a couple of partitions. The first one will be from 25 or below 25, and another one will be greater than 25. So I've simply printed this entire thing out. I'll just run this piece of code. So you can see here employees younger than or equal to 25, this is the list, and employees older than 25 years, so this is the list of employees who are older than 25 years. Now let's move on to the last question. Yeah, this one. Who is the oldest employee in the organization? What is his age and which department he belongs to? So basically we have to find the oldest employee of the organization along with certain details. So you can see we have used the max method over here, and inside the comparator we have simply provided comparing int, and as a parameter to it we have provided the age constraint. So what it will do is it will find the employee with maximum age, and then simply we have printed out all the details of that particular employee. Let me just run it. Yes, so you can see here, these are the details. So his name is Iqbal Hussain and his age is 43 and his department is security and transport. So you can see here we got all the details, and these were the set of 15 questions that I had for all of you. Hope this was informative and you will be able to learn more about Java 8. So these are a few commonly asked questions and something similar to this. If you get that basic understanding of these many items or a few more, you will be easily able to crack any of the code questions that have been asked by the interviewer for you to write some code in Java 8. So thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe our channel. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.